Warning, there is storage auction content.
And we're going to manifest it, and it will happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. Hey, good morning.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing, man. I just went over to that storage unit this morning, and we found something good for tomorrow night's video.
Cool.
A good video coming out at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on this $200 vintage unit. It's getting better and better, folks. Yes, sir.
Joy's feeling kind of under the weather, so she's not going to be on today.
Well, sorry to hear that, but we're going to roll right through this, and let's see who we got today. So how you doing, man? Everything going all right? Let's see here.
This hot weather.
Man, I tell you what, it's been over 100 here, and I can't imagine. Now, I don't know how, sometimes 100 feels different from another place being 100, but I don't know how your 100 feels and 115, but I can tell you what 100 feels like.
Yeah, we had like 3 days of 116 degrees.
I can't get anything done. The other day I was making a video and I said, hell with it. It was so hot. I said, I just cut that video short, and I've got another one coming out tonight. I would have had more on the last video, but I'm like, it's too hot. So I'm really excited about tomorrow night's video, and let's see who we got in the house. Let's see. Hey, we got first in the house, Mr. Humstone. Yeah, I was watching his video yesterday. I made a little funny on him. He was shopping for some goodies, and he's the king of finding good stuff at these yard sales and garage sales and whatever. But I said, man, there was this Bud Light thing on there. I said, man, I'm glad you didn't pick that up. I said, if you had, your tallywhacker might have fallen off, man. So yeah, he found some other things, and way to go, Harry. Yes, sir. I'm glad everything worked out for you, man. I always enjoy watching his stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my stupid. I just put that up. That was dumb. Yeah, Harry, we're starting in a few. I guess that'd be now. Hey, you got another N on your name now, Glenn. You got two, but
yeah.
It's all right, man. That way, if you lose one, you still got your name. You get that extra spare tire in the trunk.
Yeah.
You never know if you're going to need another end. Hey, Robert, I appreciate you swinging in, bud. Yeah, we got storage auctions on the mind today. That 10 by 20 I bought, I'm starting to get to the meat of it.
Yeah.
I went in and made a deal with them, man. This is so cool. And this is exactly why you go in and you get along with these managers and you befriend all the managers of these places that you know you're going back to. So this time I went in, there was a new lady there. And I just was making friendly with her and then, conversation. And she was nice saying everything. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, you're being really, really nice and helpful. I'm going to give you a really nice recommendation. And I went in there and I wrote her a really good review, and that helps them when they get raises.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'm probably going to have to rent this unit. And so she went ahead and she made me a reservation for this 10 by 20 at a really good rate. I was going to get it for like $80 plus the fees. It's going to be $100. So I'm down there and I'm getting some stuff into my van. And she told me, I said, when do you think you could get it out if you didn't have to rent this unit? I said, about a week. I'll see what I can do. And then she called me back later that day and she said, if you can have it out by next Tuesday, which would be this coming Tuesday, we'll just give you the time. You don't have to rent the unit. I think they might have needed that unit. I don't know. But anyway, it just helps to be friendly to all these managers. So I ended up getting a total of like 11 days to clean this out. So I decided I was going to go ahead and get it all done. So I've been making a trip over there every day. I've been working my butt off. At the same time, this heat wave hit. So I'm going early in the morning to pick this crap up. Now I'm getting all the boxes in the back.
Yeah.
Today I found one of the items that I don't want to say much because the video's coming out at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Tomorrow night's videos, if you like stuff where people are, where I'm showing the stuff and focusing on that. And I've got 4 good segments. It's going to be a good video, I think.
Yeah, I knew that was a good locker when you profiled it.
Yeah, and the best thing about it, Glenn, I can't believe I got a 10 by 20 with vintage items and all that dust for $200.
Oh, yeah.
My Lord. And then I accidentally bought that unit that we were profiling last week.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'll throw $30 on it because I know I'll make $10, or, you know, with the bikes.
Oh, yeah.
We actually put them bikes up for $35 a piece.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll probably get a little more than 20 a piece.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were on what was it, Walmart.com for 78, the same ones, and they're in really good shape. Not hardly used at all. So let's see. We got Harry. Harry says, no lady with the tramps this morning. No lady with the tramps this morning. Okay. Harry. It's in the 80s and gorgeous in Delaware. Well, it's not here. I'll tell you what it is. It's freaking 90 already.
Yeah.
That's probably a cool breeze for Glenn.
Yeah.
90.
Yeah, I'll be glad when this is over with, let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what Harry sold. Harry sold 2 things from the last pack, the Eagle planner for full price, and there was a little stoneware jar I just got $150 for that. That's great, man.
Yeah, that's
cool. Always does good at this stuff, and he's only part-time. When he goes full-time, he can make all the money he needs, you know, focusing on what he does, I think. And I can't wait to see him do that. And we got Todd in the house. Howdy, sir. Yeehaw! From Texas. Yes, sir. We're glad you swung in here. We'll see what we can pull off here today. That's right. And Melissa, hey.
Hey, Melissa.
She's in the house. Gems and Antiques. Well, you'd like to go through this unit. I've still got 30 or 40 boxes I haven't even been in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be filming today I've already got tomorrow's video out, but I'm going to be getting another 3 or 4 videos out of this. So many boxes to open. 2 for sure, maybe 3. And I'm starting to find some decent things. But yeah, I'm glad you swung in, Melissa. And we're dog parking. Old time Gems and Antiques. I love that name because that's the kind of crap I look for. Yeehaw. Let's see, get this microphone right. Look at that. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, tell her I hope she feels better. That sucks, man.
Yeah, I'll let her know.
Oh, listen to this. Robert got a banger, probably 10 grand, lots of antiques, filing cabinet with 2 $10 coins, $10 gold coins, and a lot of gold. Are you kidding me?
Huh.
Is this going to be up on YouTube? Are you going to put it up there or any? Wow, man, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I'm glad to hear. How much did you pay for that unit, if you don't mind me? Yeah, that's great, man. Well, says, sorry, Glenn. Yeah. No doubt about that. Ah, this coffee's good. It's been nothing but fun, fun, fun. I say that it's been work, 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 but it's so much fun going through all these units, man. I mean, all these boxes. He said he only paid $180 for that unit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, man. Whenever you find gold, man, you know you got a good one. Oh, that's so freaking good. I got a little teaser for tomorrow night's outro, man. I got you guys mentioned, Glenn. I want to show you this. You've never done a video, man. I tell you what, you ought to think about doing it, man. It's fun.
Yeah. Especially when you find things like that.
Yeah, those things right there. That's the kind of stuff you can show and people will be watching. Like, found a gold coin. Whee! I've only found one gold coin. I found a lot of gold jewelry, but I've only found one gold coin, and it was part of a piece of jewelry. So if you found two $10, yeah, those are like $700 a piece. $180 unit. Sweet. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, it can, but that's great, man. I found some name brand. I don't want to give away too much. Just watch the video. That's right. I'll show you the outro tomorrow night's video. That's just a little teaser. Let's see, where is it? I'm not even sure where I was going with this, but I made it anyway.
Shout out to the Storage Bandits.
I think that box was marked Rolex. Yeah, you know what? I found a lot of Rolexes in storage units, and I'll tell you how many have been real. You want to hear it? Zip. Zilch. But
I have found gold pocket watches that have been worth thousands in storage units.
yeah. So I'm still looking for that first real Rolex, but I found a bunch of them, and none of them. Zip. Zilch. Have you ever found a real Rolex, or has it been a zip zilch?
No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you can tell as soon as you look at them, because there can't be anything off about these things for them to be real, because they are a fine made machine.
Yeah,
You
it's pretty
see
easy.
anything off?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell the difference.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better with these purses that I get, and I think I found some. Well, shit, here I'm giving away the whatever. Let's see what we got going here. Do you want to make one? Yeah, you know what? I think she's talking about Robert making a video. I think maybe it'd be good, man. It's up to you, but man, think about how cool that would be with showing those. Maybe you make a short of just, showing the gold coins and throwing it up there as a short. Just love to see them. And there's a hairy dog park had Patrick swings in. Why, yeah. Why, yes. Hello, panel and chat flying by to say hi and to light up at the hell yes. Yeah. We're going to go for our record. We are the least watched live stream in the reseller community, and we're proud of that. We're last, but that's all right. That's right. Last but not least. There we go. She was. Granted, it was my late mother's, but she was glad to have that off my plate. Still glad to have that off my plate. What? Cleaned out a locker last week. How did I miss that? How did that go, man?
Skipped over it.
I don't know how I did that. I hit that. Oh, okay. I think I saw, and then I went to saw. Okay, there, back to backers. That's great, man. I hope you found something good. I'm looking for another unit, but I've still got this one. I got to work on it. There's so much to do, but I have been hunting, and I don't care what I got going on if I find that unit, and you know what I mean. So what I do when I'm really busy, like I am currently with this one storage unit, I look for little bitty beginners units to buy because they don't take that much time. So I'm going to look for that. And I've got a good idea for a topic today after we roll into the storage auctions, and because I'm going to make a little 1 minute or less helpful tips for beginners. And I think we'll have a lot to add into this. Warning signs to look for in a storage unit. Now, there's a lot of them. So when we get into these storage units here in a little bit, we'll find it. We'll see if we can put together this week's podcast. And you know what I think warning is. We'll get to that. Oh, it was this late mother's storage unit, but still had, okay, he's been needing to go to that. That can be kind of different, it's kind of emotional, it was your mother's stuff. Yeah, and you don't know what she left in there. Who knows? Come on, Mark. Now look at what you made me do. There, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Yes, ma'am. We love having you here. That's right. There's your dog. Hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer's here. Yes. We're rolling into some storage units here in a little bit, Nora. You got you a good banger that you bought here recently. So I think you're starting to feel it, man. You know what I mean? That's right. That's right. So glad you're in, Nora. Glad you come in. Patrick says, it's one of those things. While I am looking for stuff to sell, I'm also kind of emotionally invested. So it's not going as fast as I would like. Yeah, I know you're going to be looking at things that like a regular storage auction buyer wouldn't look at because you've got the emotional attachment. And that can make it go a lot longer because you're going to find stuff, you're going to want to read it. Some of the stuff that you would just fly through if you were just a buyer and didn't have any emotional attachment, you could just go right through it. I totally understand that. There we go. Yes. Yes, that's right. That's what we want. The word yes. The Stock Explorer. Glenn just got out of church, stopped by work. Glenn, now here's the two ends. See, this Glenn, the swamp picker, has two ends.
He spells his Glynn.
Glynn?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got an extra Y in there in case he needs it, and an extra N. That's great, man. If I lost one of my letters, my name wouldn't be right because it's Mark. If I lose any of them, it falls apart. But if you lose an N, you're still good. So that's good, man. Yes, we're going to touch on that today because I'm going to make a little podcast short. I'm finding that the shorts do better than the big screen on those. Don't ask me why, but I'm just going with it. And I got a complaint, Glenn.
What's that?
I went to bed last night and I had all my 6 videos that I put up every day, my cat videos. I'm going to put them up no matter what. I woke up this morning and I had my sub meter on. Usually you flick the page and then it'll update, and all of a sudden you see the odometer go brrr, and it rolls up to how many you get. I got zip. Filch. Nothing last night. So I'm still at 69. Double 69. I was going to be at 7,000 this week, I thought. Now, maybe next week. So I got to step it up. I must be slipping and slouching and not doing it right. I'm doing something wrong. And I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out. This you can't go a day and not add one freaking sub when you're putting out. How does that happen?
Yeah.
Not one? Let me break it down for you. All right, last week I came in here. I know people are tired of hearing it. I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyway. I had 69.24. Mark, you worry about it too much. No, this is just what I'm doing. So from 69.24 to last Sunday, now I got 69.69 for a total of 45 for the week. I'm not going to give up, folks. No, I'm not going to give up. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. That's right. I don't give up, and I'll tell you why. Giving up doesn't help. Doesn't do anything. That's right. Let's see what we got. There we go. We're dog parking with Nora and saying hi to the Storage Bandits. Well, we got the Storage Bandit here today, but that's okay. We got one of them down for the day, and we're sorry to hear that, but we're going to power through this, and we're going to have fun doing it. That's right. And there we go. And there's there we go. There's one. We got one. There's a laughing face. That's right. And I'll tell you what, you got to watch out for land sharks, folks. Land sharks. We're going to have another week of this. That's right. Land sharks and this. Yeah. Hey, Craig. Nice to see you here, buddy. Harry says the shark. Oh, hey, Shark and Stock. How you doing? Here we go. SSDD. Save our ship. SSDD. I'm lost on that one. I'm lost. All right, let's try this one. Glenn, no E. Okay. GLYNN. Okay, with his grandfather. Oh, okay. You kept a tradition going. That's cool. That is cool. Exactly, Melissa. Sloppy toys, or as I call them, slobber toys.
Yeah.
Because you get the 2-year-old and they get slobber and spit and puke and poop and pee. And then they put them in their storage unit and it stinks. So we're going to touch on that today when we get into these storage units. And I'll go on a rant about what they'll do to a unit when you find slobber toys. Very rarely are you going to find anything good with slobber toys involved in it. There's no absolutes in this business/hobby, however you want it to be. But that's one thing that holds firm with me. You slobber toys, you don't want to see them in a storage unit. Oh, thank you, Nora. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps for the least watched live stream in the reseller community. And we wear that as a badge of honor, folks. That's right. You got it. There we go. We got another laughing face, folks. That's 2 now. There we go. And we got a land shark here. Yes. And you're right. Double 69. Yeah, that's like a bigger party, man. Yeehaw! That's right. I've always said the 69 is good if you forgot to brush your teeth. All right, Harry, that's better than the 71. Well, actually, 77's better because you would get 8 more. But Harry said that's the 69 with 2 up here. Yeah, Harry, that's one way to look at it. Or yeah. Well, what about a 72 with 3? Or a 70 or a 74? Would that be? Never mind. Pamela's Picks and Perks. Hey, fellas. Hi, chat. Well, welcome in. We're glad you're here. And look at Sadie. Look at this little kitty. Let's see if we can get her to show up. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? She came to the live stream today, so I'm going to give her a reward for that. There you go, Sadie. No, don't put your butt in the screen. Eat that. Right. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, Sadie. She's too cute. I can't stand it out. She's so cute. But not as cute as Chucky. She's trying to be. Man. Same shit, different day. That happens, man. But that's what that flush handle's for. That's right. Right under the house they go. Bye-bye. Yeah, we got another laughing face. That is right. All right. Yes, there we go. She's cracking up. We love it. Why do people save pissy mattresses? I'll tell you why they put them in there. Because they don't know what to do with them. They're like, what am I going to do with this? Well, just put it in the storage unit. We won't worry about it right now. That's kind of like that. And then there's a lot of times these people intend to get it back. But let's just say their finances didn't allow it. Or maybe they found themselves, they woke up one morning and they realized, oh, I'm not alive anymore. That could happen. If you wake up dead, you're not going to need your storage unit. That's where I come in. I help people who have moved on. I take the stuff and then I do with it what I need to do. Sadly, that's the reality of this. And those units tend to be the better ones. And I think I got one. But here's the thing in this $200 Dusty vintage unit. It's a good unit. Very good unit, but it's not a banger. And I'll tell you why. Because her heirs apparently took most of there was probably even better stuff in there, but it's what they left is still really good stuff. And so it's a good unit, and those are going to be more prevalent than great units. You're going to get good units. So you never want to get upset with a good storage unit that you got at a good price. You get, if you pay $200 for a pack, for a pretty much pack 10 by 20, and it's good, that's pretty close to great.
What do you have, like 20, 30 more boxes to go through?
Yeah, at least probably a few more than that. I've got a whole cart of them in building 3. I got the ones lined up out here. My van's stuffed with boxes that I picked up this morning. There's still more at the storage unit, plus the furniture I got to get out of there, which the furniture alone will pay for the unit. And all these boxes are going to make great videos, and I'll make a little money on the videos. You know how that goes. And it's so much fun. And I get to help people. And that's what another time I want to go on a rant about. I don't like Facebook. I'm going to just say it right here, blunt and to the point. I don't like Facebook. I'm going to keep it clean here. All right, I put up my content on my Stacker Facebook page, and sometimes I go into the some storage groups where even Pirate's not posting much there anymore because they give YouTubers crap. So because they're like, oh, you guys are just ruining it for everybody else. We're ruining it for everybody else because we must have started the show Storage Wars 12 years ago. I guess maybe it was us that did it because the jig is up, folks. Everybody knows about this that wants to be involved in it. There's going to be a few people who want to get involved with it. They were giving me hate for helping people. Do you think that's right? Helping people to make ends meet. Think about how selfish that is of these people to come out on a page about storage auctions and giving you shit for helping people. buy a storage unit. I don't care. I'm going to help them if I feel like it. I want to do it. I want to help. In the long run, I'm going to be better off helping people than not. Anybody that thinks otherwise is just wrong. Sorry for the rant. In other words, they could kiss my ass. That's what I was. Okay. So the only reason I hang on Facebook at all is because we sell on Marketplace. And that is the only thing I care about using it for, because the rest of it is trash.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Don't know why, but it just seems like every freaking snowflake and their brothers on there. I'm just going to say what I think. There it is. That's why you always bring mouthwash. Well, or 60. I mean, there's ways around it. If you realize, oh crap, I got to brush my teeth. Hey, honey, I've got an idea. Yeah. It's dinner time. Me and Landshark Picker went picking together. Peter Piper's picked a peck. Wait a minute, let me start over. Me and Landshark Picker went picking together. He scored on a 99-cent item. That's right. You can do it. That is right. Yard sales, garage sales. That's another way to source for stuff that works, where you don't have to deal with a lot of stuff at once. But there's other ways that I show that if you want to do, there's nothing that says you can't do yard sales and garage sales and buy storage unit. I'll give you an example of a guy that he was on here last week. I think Chris, the Cajun reseller. He does storage units and buys at yard sales and garage sales. He does a little bit of everything. And I wanted to give him a shout out for that, because I think that's pretty cool. I've done all of them, but I'm focused mostly on storage units because that's what I love to do. Landshark. Yeah. No joy. There's no joy in Mudville today. No. Bummer. I'm gonna miss her laugh today because she got that's all right. We just wish her well for it and feel better, and we'll see her next week. Dude, I found something in Mother's locker I put in there in the late 90s. I tried for years to have her get rid of it. Oh. Does that mean you're going to keep it now? Because now it's different. Dog parking. Hey, Carol. Okay, you touched on that. All right. Rough math at $32.50 per month. She spent over $9,000 on the life of that. Yeah, you know what? A lot of these people that store for years and years, they spend more on the unit than what's in the unit, what it's worth. But I don't think that's the thing that they're worried about when they first put that in there and they're paying on it. It's they're keeping their memories, and to them, they don't care. You know, to us, we're just looking at the crunching the numbers and thinking, well, that was stupid. But I think it made sense for them to do it at the time, and then they just kept doing it and they didn't think about it, or things go wrong. It's that simple. Everything can go wrong. In life, everything goes wrong at one time or another. Everything's going to go wrong. And everything can go right, too. So it just depends on how you want to look at it. Yeah. Hey, Carol. I don't remember if I said hello to you. How you doing, ma'am? And for you, there's going to be some peaches tonight. She requested more peaches. Well, peaches is going to be a little hissing video tonight that I think you'll enjoy. Yeah, and she also says, and this one really got me irritated, because these people made it now where I can't even post my videos on there. Because now I'm posting my video on that site and they're not approving it. I can put it in the comments as a response, but I can't start a thread. I think that to hell with them. They could kiss my ass. Think about that, Glenn. A storage units page about storage units, and they didn't want me putting a storage unit on there. Facebook. Bookface. DARPA, whatever it was going to be, and they changed it. I don't know. I really think the world would be better off without that place, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's isn't going to be the same. Just telling you how I feel. And we got a laugher right here. We love it. Kiss this. Exactly. That's right. Get in there deep, too. They can write up. I don't like Facebook either. So sick of people wanting me to copy and paste something, or I don't care. We'll have bad luck. Yeah, you know what? Snowflakes. They melt and they're just so worried about everything. I gotta. Let me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I gotta wear a mask. Look at this. Now I'm good. Look, I'm okay. I'm not hurting anybody now. How's my virtue signaling, folks? Is it good? Am I good now? I'm gonna virtue signal tonight, girl. You all want to meet? Oh, hey, you know what? We can all meet together and we can protest and tear something up. Try that in a small town. That's right. Try it in a small town. Try that. What do you think's going to happen then? I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. All right, I've had enough here. Let me get into this. I'm getting fired up now. Mark's hat is worth more money than any storage unit. Yeah, you know what? I love this hat because I always wanted a Stetson. And I said, I'm not going to buy one. I'm going to get one in the storage unit. Well, it took me 8 or 9 years to find this hat. So you better believe I'm not giving up this hat. This hat rocks. And look at my head. Which looks better, my head or this hat? There you go. There we go. CCC. Who, me? Yeah, Chris, I was giving you a shout out because you buy storage units, you go to garage sales, you go to yard sales, you try a little bit of everything. That's what I'm telling people. You don't have to just do one thing. Although I just do one thing, but that's just me, you know. Yeah, I'm glad you swung in here, Chris. Appreciate you. I must have known you were coming in because I started talking about you. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, and, you know, I'm not even exaggerating about Facebook. I've had so many freaking things. People just, they talk different on there than they do on YouTube. I don't know what it is. There's just a different language.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And I really don't want to worry about what I say because I'm only speaking from the heart and I'm using my First Amendment right to speak. And if anybody doesn't like it, that's fine. They don't have to like it. They don't have to, if they don't want to hear it, turn it off. You know, it's that simple, folks. You don't have to try to force everything on everybody else. You know, that's the thing. So what got me started on this? I don't even care. Now I lost my way. Now look at what you've done. Good Lord. Now look at what you've done, Chris. I've lost your name here. There. No, that's Storage Bandits. Sorry. Yeah, Patrick's got something to say here. I wanted to, yeah. Same here. I hate Facebook since it was released to the general public back during the rise of the smartphone market. I could tell it was going to be a cesspool. Lo and behold, it was worse. Yeah, thanks, Cambridge and Analytica. Yeah, it was kind of like what Twitter was until Sanity took over it, and they allow now everybody can speak on there. Before they would, and they were interfering with. I guess I could say this. They were trying to interfere with the legal process of elections on there because. That's all I can really say on here, though. Sadly, we got to deal with that here, too. And one of these days, we need an Elon Musk to save this wonder. This YouTube is the greatest platform I could imagine, and with the potential that it has, it is wonderful. And I'd hate to see them ruin this thing because you know how that goes. You don't want to get Facebooked here. You know what I mean? That's right. There's Chris. Hey, Glenn. I meant tried to get rid of the unit. I tried her to get rid of the unit. Yeah, just to save the money, probably, because she was just paying into, just like throwing it into a cavern. I can see that. Mark Patrick keeps all of his planes in storage units, airplanes, or wood planes. I don't know. I don't know. She's dead, and now it's my responsibility. It happens, man. Circle of life. Lost my mom in 17. She was 90. She told me 50 years ago, I'm going to live till 90. She turned 90. She died. I was actually happy for her because she called her shot and she was fine and she was ready to go. I'm like, well, you could have squeezed out a few more years. Yeah, she was ready. It's just selfish. Just didn't want her to go. I watched on YouTube a picker that went to an estate sale and was first in there since he knew the owner, Mike. He bought lots of great items. Was it you anytime? Only he knows. And Glenn's off to home, going to hit the bin store. Well, good luck, man. I hope you find some cheap items that are worth a lot. You just never know. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it today. Yes. We got a laugher. We love it. Here's another one. Did you take your drama pills today? I chewed a gummy. Does that count? They got day ones and evening ones. The evening ones, you're just, day ones, you're like chill, and you know, they're perfectly legal, so I can talk about them. You can go down to the store and pick them up. Just don't do like what the Bell Life did. Think you can chew a bunch of them at once. Idiots. Trey had to go to the hospital for nothing. He was just he had a panic attack. Is all it was a panic attack. So he paid thousands of dollars for them to lay in a hospital bed and for them to say, you'll be all right. And then he went home. Just stupid. I don't know what people are thinking, or if they are thinking. Maybe sometimes they don't think. You know?
That's it.
We've all been there. Listen, I've done some stupid things in my life too. Trust me. Try that in a small town. Yeah, try that in a freaking small town and see what happens. That's right. I haven't seen you guys bust any glass lately. Well, that's because the glass that we're getting is good stuff. I'm going to show you some more of that, Melissa. I'm getting good glass. Look, it's like I'm not a big fan of glassware at all, but when I get good glassware, I can respect that. And then I try to find it a home to sell it or whatever. You know, we sell good glassware. But when I get a freaking cup that somebody paid $1 for and it's got a chip in the corner and whatever, I'm just going to break it. If it just depends on my mood though. And in the flow of the video, if it's like we need that to happen, there it goes. See, what really got that started was, I think it was this. Okay, now I don't know if everybody's seen this, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about there, if I still have it. Yeah, this is what happens when you're in a bad mood, potentially. All right, you guys have on YouTube, you all know there's plenty of auctions going on, YouTube auctions. They're free right now. And other sites like Whatnot and eBay are kind of trying to butt in and get in on the action and charge a little fee there, I'm sure. So I've noticed some people selling stuff on YouTube, and there's a lot of things that get 0 bids, but what I'm saying, here's what you do. I'm going to give you an example of what you can do to where you're going to move all the stuff. So what you do, let's say you put up this real nice cup. This is a royal something or other bull crap. No, it's a nice one. All right. And you say, well, starting bid is $1. And they look and well, what happens? Then nobody bids. You just go, okay, let's go to the next item. There. Now you hack. How do you like them apples? I just thought it would be funny, somebody having a YouTube auction. Nobody buys an item like that. Just all right then. On to the next. I mean, that's entertainment, folks. I've been having these people that I listen to on the, I go to all the chats in the morning and and they're talking about YouTube and these things. I'm like, try something different. Maybe, I don't know. People may not like that kind of stuff, but see how it works for you. If it's coming out of left field, nobody sees it coming. It could be really good. I mean, with Glenn and I, you might see that coming. But with somebody that's never done anything like that, and then all of a sudden, well, hell, that's funny. I've had also, what I was going to say is a lot of these people that are have not done a live stream yet. They have concern. Well, I'm nervous. I'm afraid it'll be a train wreck. I'm really just too afraid to do it right now. And I tell them this. I say, here's the thing. If you go on live and it is a total train wreck, that is entertaining in itself. Just look at it that way. Now, some people can't handle being the butt of it, but if you can handle that, I think you'll be all right. If you just don't give a crap and you do it and it's a joke, everything's falling apart, but everybody's laughing there and they're kind of hanging in there and making comments. Oh, it'll get better. And then you can play it that way, I guess. I'm just saying, create, you get used to a certain way of people doing things on YouTube. And I've always wanted to be the guy that wants to do something different. I want to do a little shock humor or something out of left field, something out of right field, right like sudden impact, like Clint Eastwood, sudden impact. You just never know what it might what the video might do. Maybe it'll go viral. See, we got 5 laughing faces there. It's getting better. That's right. Right on schedule. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. But, as far as worried about how it's going to look, who gives it? Just go and get on there. And if you have to, just call your live stream. And I'm still thinking about doing this. Just call it Dead Air. And just get on there and sit there. And just don't say anything. I wonder how that would go. It's your first live and you're promoting it all week. And you come on and your live starts and you're like,
just stare into the camera.
What do you think? People might feel sorry for you and you would get all these likes and they're like, just a thought. And they can kiss this. Exactly. That's how you got to feel about it. There we go. Chris also lives in a small town. That's right. And he's not going to let anybody come in and wreck his stuff. You better believe it. And anybody would let somebody come in and wreck their town, shame on you. Shame on the lot of you. People help each other. They need to help each other. Tear up that. Yeah, try it. I'm not going there. I'm just don't even start. Oh boy. Timeless Jewelry by Deborah. Hey, Deborah, I'm glad you swung in here. And she's dog parking. Oh, we love it. It's great to have people show up at the Least Watch live stream in the reseller community, baby. And we take that with pride, man. That is an honor. Follow the money trail. That's what's wrong with social media. Well, it goes deeper than that, man. How about if you had a government, let's just say for a hypothetical, what if you had a government that was working for another country rather than our own? What if? What would you think about that? Something to think about. What if? Can you imagine the treason it would take to do something like that? Wow. That's right. Toy helicopters. I've never had any luck when I find these things. I can't get those suckers off the ground without wrecking them. I had one of those daggone things and I wrecked it on the roof. I wanted to get a video, an aerial shot for a video, and it just was a disaster because I don't have enough space to fly it out there without running into a tree or I don't know. That unit, Chris said that unit we looked at last week for me got paid up and canceled. Yeah, that happened to me 3 weeks in a row, Chris. I had 3 banger units. One of them was worth like 30 grand. It was a gym full of exercise equipment. I had a couple thousand on it, and there was so much potential, but I kind of knew deep down that was going to go offline because there was just so much money in there. Glenn saw it. We profiled it here. Yeah. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, it happens all the freaking time. I don't worry about somebody outbidding me anymore. I worry about it going offline. Honestly, I'm not being facetious. I mean that. I can deal with a high bid, but you can't deal with it going offline. There's no options at that point. Zip. Zilch. Yeah, and they're legal. And a laughing face. Thinking hurts. Or not thinking hurt worse. It depends on what happens, but that's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. Pamela, some laughing faces and 3 laughing, 3-2. Melissa got Glenn on that one, 3-2. See, that was close. That was close. Melissa at the buzzer for 3. Yeah. Nice. Okay, now I got my fix. Yeah, I figured you'd want to see that. I'm going to help you out, Melissa. Here we go. Let me find you. Now I lost you again. Now look at what you did, Melissa. Well, here you go. I'm going to put a star by that one. Let me show you what else can happen here. Let's see, where are we going here? Oh, we're going there. Let's find it. There we go. This we slowed down a little bit to savor it.
We know the neighbors. Okay. Did you just do that? Really? See?
It went over the fence. That was epic. There you go, Melissa. What do you think of that? That's right. That is right. All right. There we go. Now take that star. There we go. Mark, you could have still sold that mug, even broken. Wow, I hadn't thought of that. Can you? How much do you usually get for smashed mugs, Glenn?
I don't know. I know how much you get for a smashed train. Nothing.
Zip. Zilch. Nothing. That's right.
I'm waiting
Yes,
for
that
the
is.
neighbor. I'm waiting for the neighbor to start throwing the stuff back over.
Yeah, he's like, I'm starting to figure out what's going on here. I keep hearing zilch. Zilch. That's right. Thanks, Deborah. Yeah. We might even get to some storage units there in a minute. If I made someone laugh, I've done my job for the day. That's right. You did too. That's right. Patrick says, I have an hour video of testing the speakers in StreamYard. Sadly, it didn't go viral. Keep trying, man. Just keep trying. Maybe it did. You never know. Put it in a short form. For some reason, they've got a better chance. You only go a minute. Okay, here's one. Maybe it did. Okay. At Carol's Creative Corner, we taught our paranormal class last night and took the students on a ghost hunt. There is a place here in Louisville that I've always wanted to go to. I did go one time, but it was on a Halloween and everything wasn't the same. But it's Waverly Hills Sanatorium. And it's been on Ghost Adventures, all the main ghost channels. That place is freaking haunted, man. There's some weird stuff going on over there. Can't explain it. But that's one place that if you could ever go to, Waverly Hills, that place has got the creep factor, man. That's right. We did at the Sandwich, Illinois Opera House. Wow, Sandwich Opera House. So you can eat sandwiches and listen to opera? Cool. Miss those days. Yeah. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Choo choo. Two laughers. I find you quite entertaining. Somebody's making somebody laugh there. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yup, yup. Yes. Been there 7 times. I've been there once. Can you imagine spending the night there, man?
Yeah.
You would get some crazy footage, I think. And you may not know it at the time. You'd have to go back and review all your video, and I think you might find some crazy stuff there. Unexplainable stuff. Yep. You never know if those are spirits or demons you're talking to, though. That's the only thing you got to worry about. You know, we don't know
Yeah.
exactly how all this works and what's going on there, but, you know, you got to wonder, are you dealing with spirits or demons? And it's hard to tell the difference because they will deceive you. So you got to be careful, and you don't want to take them home with you. So, but I would still have to go and try my own little ghost hunt. I would have to try that. I haven't written it off at sometime in my life, you know. Why not? Want to go Nettles Plantation in Louisiana? Ooh, sounds interesting. Myrtles, that's what it is. Myrtles. I saw that on one of those shows too. It was pretty good. All right, we're going to do what we always do. We kind of went an extra half an hour with the chat, and that was fun. But first, I am part of the paranormal clergy, Deborah says. We work with all religions on non-religions. I work with Catholics. Yeah, I mean, there's different people look at things different, but you can always document whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's strange, it's strange how. We don't know. We're showing this because this is cool. You don't have to take offense to this. This doesn't have to go against your religion. We don't know what it is. Could it be spirits? Could it be demons? I don't know. But one thing, everybody wants to see what you find in these videos. And everybody's got a camera, man. Just flip them on and find something interesting to point them at. And you will gain some interest. That's right. So I am going to put a star there, and we are going to go to present, share screen. And if anybody wants us to look for a storage unit for them in their area, just give your zip code. If you just want us to look for the best units, or if you want a small unit, or just whatever, any notes you want to make. And Glenn and I will give our opinion on it. And we're going to go right now. I'm going to start out by, like y'all know, I'm not really looking for a storage unit right now, but I have a bid on this one just because it's small and I got a lot going on. These small units can be fun, they're easy, and they can have good things in there. And you always get usage profit out of these. Razor blades, just stuff that costs a lot of money that you don't have to buy. So I'm looking at this. I put $30 on it. It's still 10 days away. But look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tubs, 2 baskets, a box, and a suitcase. And I put $30 on it, but it doesn't sell for 10 days. So I'm just keeping my eyes on it. I put it was already
like
hit $20.
Looks like a nice clean unit.
Yeah, these are the kind I like. So what you see here is $45 just in tubs. Just the tubs. Empty tubs would be $45. So there's what you got so far. So really, the bid is zero right now because it's already covered. You see what I'm saying? And then this suitcase looks like it's one of those rolling kind. You could sell that too. So there's probably it's free up to the $50 right now. And what's in there is where the bang's going to be. Because you know you can get your $50 back right here. You can see it in front of your face. And maybe there's more than that. Well, let's look at it. I haven't really. Let me know, Glenn, if somebody wants me to look, and I will switch off. But I wanted to get the ball rolling, showing this one I'm looking at. And see, like in this tub right here, this one's probably like a bathroom, thing. It's got all the stuff you would find in your bathroom. But what you can find in these units, or in these tubs, is all kind of usage profit. You know how much razor blades cost? Well, I never have to buy them anymore because I buy storage units. I have to shave my freaking head every day. So that costs, but I don't have to pay for that because I get it in storage unit. And like, what's in this bag? We don't know that. That could have anything in there. There could be a bag of cat turds in there. We don't know, but there could be a bag of jewelry in there. There could be like a ring in there. There could be anything. That's why we buy them. It's because of what you can't see. Well, not always. There's a lot of times it's what I can see. And then I'm just like, oh my God, what's hiding will pay for it. Because I'm going to pay for all this stuff I can see because everybody else is going to bid it up to that point. And you got to know that. You got to go at this with no fear. Zip. Zilch. If you have fear in this, you'll flinch. If you're bidding on a unit and you want it, don't let anybody take it. If they do take it, make sure that they are going to have to pay more than you would ever want to pay for it. And if you want to run the risk of getting it dropped on you, run the risk of getting it dropped on you. That's what I do. So what's going to happen? You're going to get the unit you wanted anyway. You only paid a little bit too much for it, but I'll tell you what, all of my experience from all these years, when I got the unit I really wanted, had to overpay for it, 99 times out of 100, I'm happy about that unit. I don't know why, but I am. All right. So what am I seeing here? I'm just seeing what you can really see. Unless I can come into, yeah, these are probably usage profit tubs right here. There's going to be a lot of clothes, but here's the thing. You can find a lot of shoes in these units. Shoes can be good money. Nice, clean tubs. I mean, what could go wrong? I could probably go up to close to $100 on this. I probably will if I want. I'm just going to say that it's worth it because people store this for a reason, usually. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but then there's meth heads too. That doesn't make any sense. So a lot of times in these units, you find laptops, you can find jewelry, money, usage profit, selling items. I mean, what could go wrong? This one says cosmetologist supplies. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm going to find out. All right, let's go see what else is going on in this area here. I'm gonna put my zip code in. Let's run it out. I don't usually go out too far, but I'm gonna go out 10 miles here. I got a 5-mile radius I'm the captain of around here. And let's see if I can find an example of all right. Now this is what I want to discuss today. I got mad and tore the page off and wore it like a freaking oxygen inhibitor, because that's all they do. And that's all they're good for, that and virtue signaling. And because they're actually cracking down on that around here, as far as in one city, I believe in Lexington, they've actually, if you wear a mask in public and you're over 16, you're going to get ticketed for that, because it's against the law here, because people are wearing those to rob places. And yeah. Now this unit sells tomorrow, folks, but I digress, guys. You're probably tired of hearing about it, but it pisses me off what they've done to people. What I don't like in storage units is when you see too much bricky, bracky, flowery. This stuff's nice and pretty, but when you see an overage of it, like look at this. You got an open boxes, you got Christmas crap. I call it CC. And all the boxes are wide open. That is a warning flag. Okay. Now this one is saying it's a manager special. That's why everything's been gone through. And look, if you'll notice, look at the table leg. You notice anything wrong here? Leg is broken off. This unit right here is going to be a pile of crap. But what you want to be aware of in storage units is all the boxes open like this. Especially, you don't want to find slobber toys. Slobber toys are like toddlers with their little rings they chew on and their rattles. Too young to play video game stuff. You're going to find that those units suck. Totally freaking suck. What else do you hate to see in units, Glenn? Slobber toys.
You mean besides slobber toys?
Slobber toys, Christmas, open boxes, too much Christmas. Yeah. It depends. You can get a locker with too much Christmas if there's a bunch of everything else, because then that's their whole household. But if it's getting down to just Christmas stuff and open boxes, you're going to get screwed. You're going to get screwed. Slobber toys, avoid them. All the open boxes rifled through, you can just see it here. You see what I mean, Glenn? I doubt if it was put in like that. They went in there and they went through it. And look at them back in that little dark corner. You see this table. And if you're looking on your phone, you may not see this leg broke off. That probably makes this table worth zilch. And that would be $75 table if that wasn't like that. So you got to be careful for stuff like that. So that's an example. Hopefully I can pull a podcast out of this. And you got a Walker here. And usually that's another. I don't know. But I would avoid units with all the open boxes. And especially managers specials. What I'll say about manager specials, you only want to get a manager special if you see something you like in there or you want. Buy those for a specific reason only. But I would not buy those expecting to make any really good money, although I have heard of some cases where people have done well with one. But as a general rule of thumb, I try to avoid managers special. So why am I looking at this, you might ask? I don't know. As an example. So what I do is, when I go to search for storage units, I take out the non-lean units and the charity units and just leave lean units. That's what you want to look for. And so I'll go to let's try to spin this out to 25 miles and see if I can find something. And here's this place that I will not buy at. It's called Lighthouse in Shepherdsville. They don't have a manager on site, and they take your deposit over the phone. After I went the one time that I got a locker there, I was so mad because it took me 10 days to get my deposit back. And that pissed me off. I don't like waiting 10 days. That's stupid. So I'm ranting about that. That's all right. What else we got here? It's over in Indiana. I only go over there every now and then. And really, I don't like going over to Indiana. You drive over the bridge. Here's what happens. They take a photograph of your license plate and send you a bill. It irritates me because then I got to take that bill. I got to pay it. And I don't want to pay it. And then you got to pay it again when you come back. And it's just like $8, but it just pisses me off because we're already paying taxes for this. And to me, that's irritating. And I don't like going over there. So I haven't been over to Indiana for a couple of years now. Well, since that time we went over there and got totally screwed. Yeah, that's a whole nother story there. Yeah, I'm going to show that because if Melissa's still here, I want her to see that. So I'm going to come back into the chat because I want to touch on this. Let me remove that. All right, let me get back into this chat and I'll get caught up here. That's what she said, Carol. 2 turntables and a microphone. Okay. Where was, oh, yeah, okay. Yes, it sure does. Cat turd. Yeah, I mean, you never know what could be in those bags. You got to assume it could be anywhere from cat turds to gold jewelry. You know, you just don't know. And that's the beauty of this. But you don't have to worry about cat turds. You can throw those away. Captain's 5 mile. Yes, what I do, Todd, I have a 5-mile radius around my home where we have a lot of storage facilities. I know all the managers. I know all the ins and outs of their facility. And that's my area. You know, you hear about moguls on storage wars. Well, they like they're going to buy every unit in the country. Bullshit. But that 5-mile radius, I treat it with like it's mine. Now, I know I can't buy every one of them, but I'm in on all the best ones. And I buy all the ones in that little radius. Realistically, that's my 5-mile circle. And I want to manage that to the best of my ability. And I want to make sure that anybody that bids in that 5-mile radius knows that it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them dearly if they want it. Because if they're messing with the one I want, they're not going to get a good deal. Or they're probably not going to get it at all. And that's how you have to do this. That's kind of the way you have to do it. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it. That's just how I do it. The shelf's worth worth 20, but yeah, and that one it was, and then I think that's what the $20 bid was. The shelf was, and then they can look through the bottom. Maybe they'll find a few dollars, But then you got to get all that stuff out of there, and you got to throw away the crap, and then so you got to weigh it out. Do I want that? Yes, there's a few dollars there. Do I want to mess with it for the hassle factor? So sometimes if you don't mess with a unit because it's not worth the trouble, because there's other ones that if you're going to put the time in, you want to make a little bit more, for the unit. And all right, we got Deborah in here with one. Here we go. All right, Deborah, you've got 60565. Okay, here we go. I'm getting better at this. So 605. What was that, Glenn? 60565? That's what I just said.
605-565.
That's too many numbers. There's only 5.
No, 605 565.
60565. Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
60565. Okay. And let's give her 25 miles. This is for Deborah. Okay. We'll take out these 2 boxes and refresh it. Okay. There. Do you want a small unit, best unit? Oh, here's one with a lot of boxes, and it sells in 2 days. At oh, here we go. This is a good unit, and look at all the boxes. And here we go. Fishing gear, golf clubs, wood. Was that morning wood? Or it could be morning wood. I don't know. Various household items, landscaping tools, furniture items, purses. Let's look at it. Let's see what you got here. There's nothing here you can't handle as far as item size. And look at all the mystery boxes. All right, here's a toolbox. A lot of metal parts here, though, so that kind of takes it into a different direction. But I like the mystery boxes. That says beer cans. You know what? This is somebody's beer can collection. Probably old vintage beer cans. This could be a collector's unit. I'm extrapolating here, but that's what this is. Because I used to collect them myself. Now, that one's marked kitchen. That's kitchen. So these 3 are kitchen. So you know that. Now, that could still be good. So you want to keep that in mind. You got a little dolly here you can use. You can use it and sell it. And then you got some Harry Humstone golf clubs here. We cannot tell the brand in this picture, but they exist. And here's a furniture dolly back here too, as well as this dolly and another dolly. So you got over $100 in dollies right here. It sells tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the evening. So people aren't going to be aware of that. I think they meant to make that 9 a.m. And that's sometimes you can get a really good deal on these kind. So they made it at 9 p.m. So you'd be picking up the next morning. So if you get this, you would bid tomorrow at 8:57 and take the bid. Don't bid until 8:57 before the 3-minute. So it won't go into a soft close. Bid at 8:57 and take this unit if you want it. Because there's so much mystery here. And I've seen, and what I like. Right. But what I really like about it is the fact that there's sellable items, usable items, or both. Boxes, mystery, sellable items. What's not to like here? Popcorn pumper? A freaking popcorn pumper. Never heard of it. That's outrageous. And here's a toolbox. Okay, that might have some good tools in it. Big tubs, boxes. This is a nice one. I would say if you're really wanting to buy a story, it's a 10 by 20, but it doesn't look, see, it's mostly in the back. This unit to me looks like they put a car in here and they drove it out of there. And then that's what it looks like. They have a space. You see what I'm talking about, Glenn? This one very well could have had a car in it at one point. And they took their car, but they left their stuff. So, but look at all these dollies. You got 1, 2, 3 dollies. There's about $100 there. And all this mystery. Let's see if we can find another item that stands out. Is that a deer stand? No, that's not a deer stand. I don't know what it is. There's a rocking chair. That could be worth some money.
Yeah.
We sell those pretty good around here. Good rocking chairs sell. And the dollies, hell, you might even need one of those. You could sell 2 of them and keep the one you like the most. There's going to be a lot of usage profit here. Purses. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Crystal. This box says crystal. Back room. Okay, what's in the back room? There's one way to find out. Just buy this unit. Let's say close on it. Okay. Let's see if we can find another clue. Okay, look at all these fishing poles. Here's tackle box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 fishing poles. Hell, these more than pay for where the unit's at right now. And you got a, what is this thing right here with the brakes?
Walker?
Oh, that's a walker with brakes. Okay, that's somebody might have passed away here. This could be a really good unit. I'm going to give you my thumbs up to buy this. What do you think, Glenn?
Oh yeah, it's only at $40 too.
I mean, I'd go easily 300 plus on this. Maybe you'll get lucky. And you got another big box back here of stuff. It's just all kind of goodies. They give you 72 hours, and if you get nice with the manager there, you might be able to get more, but 72 for sure. Vicky Summer shoes. Okay, box of shoes there. Oh, that's a table saw that they put in here. Look, it's upside down.
Oh,
I think that's a table saw, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a $50 bill right there. This is a good unit. Yeah, it's just sitting upside down. That won't hurt it. Because you can lower the blade down below the level. Yeah, that's how those things work. And here's another box of crystal. You know, some people like that stuff. Other people don't. You got expensive. Some wall art. Wait a minute. Let's find a clue. Slate goggles. No. Safety goggles. That makes more sense. Slate goggles. Yeah, I mean, oh, this is fireworks. There could be a bunch of fireworks in here, man. Look, it's got the Chinese writing on it. Oh, wow. That doesn't mean there's any in there, but there could be. I always like finding fireworks. You can blow them up, and that's fun, man. I never buy fireworks though, but be careful here. There's a Bud Light box, and if you're a guy and you get this, your tallywhacker could fall off. If you're a lady, you could lose your chest. So just beware with that box. I think what I would do is I would take a can of spray paint with you. Seriously, if you buy this, spray over that and let it dry, and then when. Because, yes, be careful, because I'd hate to see you lose your something, body parts. You just never know, and you don't want to do that. Let's see what was in here originally. Oat and honey. Well, they just probably went to the grocery store and got some boxes. I like this unit. And then if you're into numerology, your numbers are 199 for 19. I look at that sometimes. It doesn't really seem to pay off big time for me, but some people look at that. Not too many. So I like it. Let's see what else. Why is this $600? This is at the same facility. Let's see why it's $600. But yeah, I would buy that unit, man. Oh, look at this one. It's got a motorcycle in it.
Couple of motorcycles.
Yeah, and it doesn't say anything. It's got a motorcycle and a dirt bike, miter saw, toolboxes, tools, lawnmower, extension cords, Christmas, walk-in bathtub. This is going to be one of those units where it'll go up to about 1,000, but there's going to be a lot of money to be made in here. Possibly. Because you got your two items here. If you can get those both running, I think you're going to get, it's going to be fine. Here's a Makita saw. Oh, yeah, this is a good unit. So at the same facility, if if you want to get jiggy with it and you really feel like you could rent one of these daggone units if you needed to. I wish I could get a brand name on this. I don't have any grips on the handlebars.
Yeah, it looks like the throttle and the brakes are missing from the handlebars.
Yeah, so this one here, I would be a little careful. This might be for parts. So this one, I mean, I still think it's a good unit, but I like that other one better. But this one's probably worth for sure what the bid is, but it's that kind of worries me here on this bike. Because that's going to cause the unit to go up. And so you need to take that in. But I love the other one. So we'll give her another look, and then I'll come back into the chat. Let's see what else is there. Good look at that. I like extra space. What is this? We'll look at it. I don't know why it says great. It says manager special. I know I took those out of this. What in the hell is that? I don't know, but I don't want to look at it. It's stupid. What is that? Is that a bed platform?
Yeah, I can't.
I think
it could be. Yeah.
Yeah, those things, they're heavy. I've still got that one that I got at Life Storage 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. All right, well, you don't want that. But that other one, the first one I showed you, go for it. All right, I got to come back into the chat. Let me take that off of there. All right, let's see where we left off here. So, Deborah, yeah, hopefully that helps. I like that one unit now. And it's
that's
cheap.
a good unit for the price, huh? Yeah.
I think that's, if you really want to try one, there it is. You got, if you got any help, it would help. If you got it just yourself and you think you can do it, go for it. It's always fun to have a friend with you, though, to do it. But I do all this. I got a team, me, myself, and I. Got a pretty good team, man. And we got the Johnny Small Pepper in the house. Hi, sir. How you doing? We're glad you're here. He's a dog parking. And hello, Johnny. Glad you swung in, sir. We're trying to help people make some money. Look for that 8 unit. For that 8 unit, the grade 8. Yeah. I think that's what you mean. But yeah, we always look for the best units we can find. And hopefully, I believe it was Deborah. I hope you buy that unit and do well with it. I really, really do. Because I love it when somebody goes in and buys a unit that we profile and they make money on it. We still haven't had anybody come back and say, damn it, why'd you have me buy that pile of crap? Well, we haven't had that yet, but there's no guarantees here. But all we can tell you is what we would do. And when I see a unit like the one that I was telling you, if I'm telling you to go ahead and buy it, that means I would buy it. And Glenn would buy it because we both gave the thumbs up to that. And I think you do good with it. There wasn't anything in there that you couldn't really handle, as far as big items. I don't know what you can handle. I'm just guessing, whatever. I look for myself in that way too. Sometimes I buy them big items. I don't know how I'm going to do them, but where there's a will, there's a way, and you'll get them moved. You just gotta think it through, man. You're welcome. And we did it. It's 1:30 and we made it through. We did it. We helped it. Hopefully you found something there that you can buy or at least consider. I would watch it. And if you want to bid on it and try to get it, don't bid until tomorrow. A little over 3 minutes to go. And then put a bid in, try to snipe it. But get the high bid, whatever. If you want to buy it, go ahead and grab the high bid before the 3-minute mark. And that's your best bet. And that's how I do it. So I'm just telling you my system. So what that leaves us with is the end of the show. And Glenn, I'm glad you got your power back. It's 2 weeks now you've had your power back. You don't have to deal with the heat. At least not all day, you know. And let's see, what do we want to leave? Yeah, but Deborah, here's what'll happen if you get a bad storage unit. Here, let me take here. We'll use a little let me show you what you can do. If you go in and it's bad, here's what you can do. And then I'm going to come back and we'll end the show. But
You know what I think of this? I tore the unit. I went in. I tore it up. I tore it up. I tore the unit. I tore the unit up. I went in. I tore it up. I tore the unit up.
I remember that.
See, Joy was on the show today, folks. That's right. And what she said you do, if you get a bad unit, this is what Joy said. She said you just go in and you tear it up and you move on to the next. So, Deborah, I hope that helps. I don't think you're going to have to tear that unit up, though. I really don't. But that's what can happen. And we hope that doesn't happen to you. I don't think it will. But on that note, Glenn, appreciate you coming in, sir. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming into the least watched live stream in the reseller community. And you know what? We'll own that. That's right. We'll own it. We'll wear it like a hat. And I'm going to leave y'all with our outro. And y'all have a great rest of your day. And try to stay cool because it's freaking hot. Later, guys. See you, Glenn.
See you, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7,